Oh, and just like that, school's back. Today's vlog has been prepared just for the teachers on our channel and anyone else who has happened to find the vlog at this point in time. My name is Sarah Lobigaiga de Rodriguez. I'm a speech pathologist and also an opera singer, and in the past I was actually a teacher myself for a short period of time. And the goal of this video is to give you some core strategies to analyse your vocal health before you start term 1. So you've come out of a break, hopefully it's been refreshing, and this is probably a very good time to get a good understanding of your vocal baseline. Attached to this vlog in the links below, you will find a vocal health checklist, and I strongly encourage you to do it right now while you're hopefully still vocally fresh. As the term progresses, you might notice some changes in your voice. And today's video will be talking you through core things that you need to watch out for to ensure that your vocal health is shipshape for the year ahead and indeed, hopefully, your long teaching career. The voice is a muscle. We find it in our neck and you can actually feel it moving. So take a moment to put your fingers on your voice like so. I want to ask you to make a sound where you'll feel the voice vibrating. Let's take the sound zzz. So just make that for a moment and you should feel the vibration. Now, if you're male, your voice moves between 90 to 150 times per second. And each time the muscle moves, it gets some impact. It gets slightly fatigued. So if you consider a teaching day where you might be speaking for solid 6 to 7, maybe more hours a day, and you do the maths, that's a lot of vibration in the muscle. And that's why across the week or across the day or across the term, you might actually see some changes in your vocal function and health. So males, your voice vibrates between 90 to 150 times per second. What about females? Well, females, we tend to vibrate in the muscle between 150 to maybe 240 times per second. This then means that women actually are at more risk of voice disorder. If you're a female teacher, make sure you really know the signs of vocal health issues, and that's what you're about to discover. The voice is extremely robust and susceptible to longevity, provided we have a few things in place to look after it. The first thing is to make sure that you're sufficiently hydrated, so make sure you always have a bottle of water in the class and aim to drink 2.5 to 3 litres a day. When the voice is dry, it becomes scratchy and croaky, and it's also more susceptible to damage. A dried out voice is a swollen voice, and when the muscle is swollen, it takes a lot more effort to make a good sound, and you're more at risk of vocal damage. Another factor to watch out for when you're teaching is sudden cracks in the sound. So if I do something like hi and my voice crackles and creaks, that could indeed be the sign of vocal damage or vocal fatigue. If you notice that your voice quality and tone is changing and that it varies between the beginning of the day when you're fresh and the end of the day when you're exhausted, it's really important to put some voice therapy strategies in place, and I'd strongly recommend that you seek out a voice therapist to get a basic understanding of how to warm up your voice daily. Given that the voice is a muscle, it makes sense that you should warm it up. Our clinic will work with you to give you some strategies efficiently and effectively to learn how to warm up your voice to prevent wear and tear across your teaching day, across the term. If you're sick and you have a throat infection, or you notice a change of your voice in association with flu-like symptoms, it is very essential that you rest your voice. Now, you might feel that it's a lot easier to go in and work than prep all the material for the relief substitute teacher, but your voice is a muscle, and if you damage it, it's going to take a long time to get it back to normal. And given that your role relies so much on your capacity to direct instructions in the classroom, it's critical that your voice is healthy and well looked after. So please take that time off, get a doctor's certificate, do what it takes, give your voice the rest and recovery it needs if you're sick. The other factor with this is that you're not sharing the contagion with the team, so you're also watching out for the vocal health of your colleagues, which is really important. a bit about voice projection, obviously so essential to your role. You might notice times when you're on duty at lunch out in the playground and you're having to throw your voice to call someone's attention off the playing field, or don't do this, don't do that, get in line. All of these factors involve a lot more muscle movement, and that's why if you're calling and yelling out a lot in class or on the oval, you might notice some signs of wear and tear. The reason for this is when we project our voice, typically the muscle vibrates wider. So that means that when it seals in the middle, it seals with a stronger impact pressure, which in turn raises swelling in the muscle. A swollen voice is a husky, croaky voice, and that's why you might sound a bit croaky after calling out or shouting a bit in the classroom. Hopefully not shouting, projecting firmly. So it's very important that you know how to effectively project your voice to develop a really efficient acoustic that takes off the wear and tear and contact pressure in the muscle itself. And our team can definitely show you some strategies for healthy voice projection. The first step will be to screen your vocal health and function and get a good understanding of what factors when you're communicating are impacting on your vocal health. Finally, I'm very excited to let you know that my team and I will be hosting a Vocal Health for Teachers workshop at the end of Term 1 in our clinic in Melbourne on Collins Street. Make sure you get on the early bird list to be the first person to hear about this wonderful seminar that we'll be running to boost your vocal knowledge and vocal health for 2020. Have a wonderful term. Wishing you well. Ciao.